On April 4, 2023, Finland officially joined NATO as the 31st member of the alliance. This marks a significant shift in Nordic regional security, as the alliance moves closer to the borders of the Russian Federation. Today, Finland officially joins NATO, becoming a member of this military alliance. The era without military conflict in our history has ended. A new age has dawned, demanding that every nation ensure its own maximum security. Finland is no exception. Joining NATO not only strengthens our international standing but also opens up opportunities for future actions. Finland is a Nordic country, bordered by Sweden, Norway, and notably, the Russian Federation. Historically, Finland was occupied by the Russian Empire from 1809 to 1917 as an autonomous Grand Duchy. After World War II, this country lost 9% of its territory to the Soviet Union to safeguard its independence, through the signing of the Moscow Peace Treaty. After the dissolution of the Soviet Union, Finland once again endured prolonged Russian dominance. Therefore, this country maintains a neutral stance in relations between Russia and NATO. This time, amid Russia's entanglement in the war with Ukraine, Finland has decisively chosen to join NATO. This move is seen as an indirect act of defiance toward the Russian Federation. So let's explore what makes Finland so special that both NATO and Russia want this country to join their side. Compared to its neighboring countries, this nation has a significantly flatter terrain. Instead of towering majestic mountains, it features vast plains, plateaus, and an extensive system of lakes. Currently, Finland has a total area of 338,424 square kilometers, of which approximately 10% is water, 69% is forest, 8% is farmland, and 13% consists of other land types. Viewed from a map, this country resembles a woman raising her arm toward the sky. This imagery inspired the creation of the Maiden of Finland, a national symbol embodying the country since the 19th century. Finland is one of the least densely populated countries in Europe, with a population of around 5,550,000 and an average density of just 16 people per square kilometer. In this, Finns make up 91.54% of the population, other European ethnic groups account for 4.12%, Asians for 2.77%, Africans for 1.09%, and the remainder are indigenous people. The official languages of this country are Finnish and Swedish. Finnish is widely spoken throughout the nation, while Swedish is primarily common in some coastal areas of the west and south. Finland's population is primarily concentrated in the southern part of the country, as this region has a milder climate compared to the north and is home to many major cities and economic hubs. Notably, the areas along the Gulf of Finland and the Gulf of Bothnia not only feature bustling seaports but also boast fertile agricultural lands. The closer you get to the Arctic, the sparser the population becomes due to the harsh climate with long, freezing winters. This is primarily the homeland of the indigenous Sami people's highest mountains, with the peak of Hauti being the country. In reality, this mountain lies on the border between Norway and Finland, but its highest peak belongs to Norwegian territory, standing at 1,365 meters tall. In Finland, the highest point above sea level is 1,324 meters, which is also the country's highest peak, but in reality, it is not actually a mountain. This title belongs to Mount Rainesjoki, located not far away with an elevation of 1,316 meters. Though isolated from residential areas, this peak is a captivating destination for freestyle skiing enthusiasts. In addition, Finland ranks among the top countries with the most islands in the world, boasting an impressive number of approximately 179,000 islands of various sizes. The most prominent and significant among them is the island cluster of the Åland Archipelago, also known as the Autonomous Territory of Åland. It is completely separate from the rest of the country, geographically, culturally, and politically. This region has its own government and national flag, and uses Swedish as the official language. The Åland Islands hold a strategically important position as they are located at the gateway to the Gulf of Bothnia in the Baltic Sea, while also serving as a bridge between Finland and Sweden. This area covers 1,580 square kilometers with a population of 30,129 people. It is home to around 6,700 islands of varying sizes, of which only 80 are inhabited, while the rest remain pristine and uninhabited. Over 90% of the population in this region is concentrated on the island of Fasta Åland. This is also the main and largest island in the Åland archipelago. Although it is a secluded area compared to the rest of the country, getting here is quite convenient. Moreover, the waterway and road transportation systems on the main island of Fasta Island are quite convenient, contributing significantly to the robust development of tourism in the area. This is the ideal spot to rest, relax, and immerse yourself in nature. Here, you can spend the whole day cycling through cool green forests, trying your hand at fishing on Batti Beach with the locals, or exploring the fascinating historic Pomer ship. This is a steel sailing ship, built in 1903 at a shipyard in Scotland. In 1921, the ship was transferred to Greece. By 1923, Gustav Eriksson from the Åland Islands had purchased it for grain transport. The Pomer was known as the Lucky Ship, having sailed through both world wars without a single scratch. Administrative Department. Regarding the government structure, Finland is currently a republic, with the incumbent president being Mr. Sauli Niinisto and the incumbent prime minister being Ms. Sanna Marin. Ms. Marin made history by becoming Prime Minister on December 8, 2019, at the age of 34. She became the youngest Prime Minister in Finland's history and also the youngest woman in the world to hold this position. Administrative Department. The capital of this country is the city of Helsinki, located in the Uusimaa region. This is the nation's foremost center of politics, education, finance, culture, and research, as well as the most populous city in Finland with 666,000 residents. Including the metropolitan area, this number rises to 1,268,000 people. Helsinki impresses with its stunning natural scenery, spacious streets weaving between serene old neighborhoods and massive modern buildings, along with vibrant squares full of life. This place boasts many unique architectural works, harmoniously blending the distinctive ancient charm of Russia and Sweden with the deeply romantic essence of Finland. In July 2021, a renowned American travel magazine honored Helsinki as one of the world's best destinations for 2021. The city was also praised as a pioneering model in environmental protection. Busiest passenger ports in Finland. In 2018, this port served approximately 11.6 million passengers, primarily on routes to Tallinn, Stockholm, and St. Petersburg, while also handling 14.7 million tons of cargo. Primarily exports forestry products, machinery, and equipment, while mainly importing consumer goods. This city is also home to a famous Nordic wonder, the Suomenlinna Fortress. Located about 4 kilometers southeast of the capital center, the fortress is like a lush green oasis amidst the vast sea. The Swedes built this structure in 1748 to curb Russia's territorial expansion ambitions while strengthening their military position in the Finland region. The history of Suomenlinna Fortress is deeply intertwined with Finland and the Baltic Sea. This river has flowed through the territories of 3 different sovereign nations throughout history: the Kingdom of Sweden, the Russian Empire, and the Republic of Finland. Swedish Fortress. Fortress of Finland, not only a quintessential symbol of European military architecture in the mid-18th century. This structure is also known as the largest sea fortress in the world. Therefore, in 1991, UNESCO officially recognized this place as a World Cultural Heritage Site. Besides the capital Helsinki, you should also explore other famous cities in Finland. Like Kotitaku, a place boasting architectural masterpieces deeply imbued with the essence of classical European culture. The city of Porvoo, a place likened to a land from a fairy tale. The brightly colored houses nestle along the Povajoki River. And Rovaniemi, the hometown of Santa Claus. Here, there are many interesting attractions built based on the legend of Santa Claus. Like a house ablaze with sunset hues or a castle draped in white snow, with reindeer strolling by. Especially, there is also a statue of Santa Claus in the city, where every year hundreds of thousands of letters arrive from children across 5 continents. And the staff, transformed into dwarves, will be tasked with answering all these letters. Over 10,000 years ago, nearly 62% of Finland's territory was submerged below sea level and covered by glaciers. The melting ice process has freed this country from the immense pressure of the thick ice layer weighing down on it. And over time, it has continuously improved up to the present day. Finland's land area is estimated to increase by approximately 7 square kilometers each year, and this process is still ongoing. Melting ice has contributed to the formation of thousands of lakes in Finland. The estimated number of lakes could exceed 187,800. They weave through every street, then pass through the forests, most shimmering in shades of emerald green. The land of 1,000 lakes. This is the most distinctive feature when people talk about Finland's landscape. The picturesque lakes with their enchanting beauty have become a captivating destination for travelers from all 5 continents, offering exceptional tourism value and vast potential for future growth. thousands of lakes but also ranks 4th among Europe. With a surface area of 4,729 square kilometers, an average depth of 17 meters, and a maximum depth reaching up to 86 meters. Saimaa Lake is renowned for its beautiful natural scenery and fresh, clean air. The lakeside towns are also ideal destinations for enjoying a peaceful getaway, far from the noise and bustle of big cities. With its captivating beauty, Lake Saimaa was honored by the Wall Street Journal as one of the 5 most beautiful lakes in the world in 2014. Lake Pyjane is the next prominent lake in Finland. It is the country's second largest lake, with a surface area of up to 1,080 square kilometers. It's the same familiar scene, no different from any other lake in Finland. Those are poetic oases, serene lagoons, graceful bridges, and endless pine forests of lush green. Notably, this place is home to the Pyjane water tunnel, the longest in Europe and the second longest in the world. This river flows 120 kilometers from Lake Pyjane to Lake Savola, lying 30 to 100 meters deep within the rock. This tunnel began construction in 1972 and was completed in 1982, holding immense significance as it supplies fresh water to over 1 million residents in the southern Finland region. Lake Inari ranks 3rd, located in the northern part of the country with a surface area of up to 1,040 square kilometers. This place is renowned for its fascinating legends and the distinctive nomadic culture of the indigenous Sami people. This place is also an ideal destination for fishing, thanks to its abundant fish population including salmon, cod, perch, and pike. Moreover, Lake Inari is located 250 kilometers from the Arctic Circle and lies in an area with low levels of light pollution. In winter, when the lake freezes over, visitors often choose the lakebed as a stunning spot to view the aurora. 3/4 of the country's land area is covered by forests. Finland is not only renowned as the land of 1,000 lakes but is also celebrated as the realm of green forests, with more than 3/4 of the country's area blanketed by vast woodlands. However, the government controls only 20% of the forest area. This is one of the countries with the densest forests in Europe. The vegetation primarily consists of pine, birch, spruce, and lush green meadows. Thanks to its vast forests, Finland boasts a diverse wildlife population, including over 60 native mammal species, 248 bird species, 70 fish species, and countless other reptiles. Additionally, Finland is home to the Saimaa ringed seal, one of the world's 3 rarest seal species, which is currently facing the threat of extinction. This species has been chosen as the emblem of the Finnish Nature Conservation Association. The Finns always take pride in the valuable resources their country possesses. Not only do they preserve and protect, but they also aspire to introduce the magnificent beauty of their country to the entire world. National parks are open to visitors year-round, free for everyone, but require adherence to the Lemmenjoki National Park is the country's largest national park, covering an area of up to 2,850 square kilometers. This park is named after the Lemmenjoki River, an 80-kilometer-long waterway that flows through the area. This is still a pristine land, offering visitors countless unique experiences. You can stroll through the artificial pine forest, navigate rushing waterfalls, glide along the winter ice river, and then pause to rest under a sky sparkling with stars. However, when it comes to fame, Pallas Ylös Tunturi is undoubtedly a name that must be mentioned. This is the 3rd largest national park in Finland, covering 1,020 square kilometers, and also the most popular destination, welcoming 561,200 visitors in 2019. This national park is renowned for many reasons, but according to visitor surveys, what impresses them most is the scenic beauty of the entire area, the diverse trail system, and the spacious, well-designed pathways that ensure safety. Here lies the Heda Pallas Trail, the oldest marked hiking trail in Finland, established in 1934. This trail stretches about 50 kilometers and can be hiked in both directions, winding along highlands before descending into deep mountain valleys. Nokia Town. This is a small riverside town along the Nokian Verta River, located in the Pohjanmaa region. The town of Yenbin is the birthplace of the renowned Nokia brand, which once made waves across the globe. In the years 1865 and 1868, mining engineer Frederick Edelston built 2 paper mills in the towns of Temple and Nokia. In 1871, Edelston and his friend Leo Michelin jointly established a joint stock company, named after the town where it was headquartered, Nokia AB. This was the predecessor of what later became the Nokia Corporation. At the dawn of the mobile phone era, Nokia was everywhere and became an indispensable part of modern life. From the Nokia 3310 to the best-selling phone of all time, the Nokia 1100, along with its upgraded version, the 8810. Even smartphones running the Symbian operating system were no exception. At its peak, Nokia held 40% of the global mobile phone market share with iconic models, notably featuring the addictive Snake game and its signature ringtone. Today, amid market fluctuations, Nokia phones have gradually faded into obscurity, yet the company continues to operate. The Finnish tech giant is now shifting its focus to mobile internet platforms, routers, and network processors. Wireless communication equipment and related components generated $27 billion in revenue and billions in profits in 2022. Although Nokia's headquarters is now located in the city of Espoo, many people still visit the town of Nokia out of curiosity about its unique name. Yet when you set foot in this place, you'll be utterly amazed by the peaceful, serene scenery, like a completely different world compared to the vibrant image often associated with the Nokia experience. Military strength. According to Global Firepower's 2023 report, Finland ranks 51st in the global military strength ranking, which includes 145 countries, and ranks 34th in defense budget with approximately $6.4 billion. Finland has an elite military, equipped with a variety of modern weapons and employing a flexible mobilization policy. Although the standing armed forces number only 24,000 troops, they possess as many as 900,000 reservists, equivalent to about 1/6 of the population. When war breaks out, this country can quickly mobilize hundreds of thousands more troops. The Finnish military is also regarded as a highly capable fighting force. This is reflected in past conflicts, as well as the harsh training environment of the present. Regarding armored forces, Finland currently operates approximately 239 main battle tanks, with 179 of them in combat-ready condition. Currently, this force has approximately 100 Leopard 2A4 and Leopard 2A6 tanks produced by Germany, along with thousands of other armored vehicles in its inventory. The land of 1,000 lakes also boasts a superior artillery force with over 100 self-propelled guns. Among them are 39 Thunder artillery pieces produced by South Korea, one of the most popular artillery lines on the market. Finland possesses 29 M270 multiple rocket launcher systems, along with the highly mobile HIMARS rocket artillery system equipped with wheels. Currently, the remote area of Lapland in Finland has the potential to become NATO's largest air combat training site in Europe. Additionally, with a maritime border stretching thousands of kilometers, Finland is focusing on developing its naval forces with a defensive orientation. With a fleet primarily composed of patrol boats and missile ships. With such strength, NATO certainly cannot refuse Finland, especially when doing so would also expand the border shared with Russia. The Nordic allied forces have gained another crucial overland supply route. A prosperous and happy nation. According to the 2023 World Happiness Report, Finland remains the happiest country in the world, marking its 6th consecutive year at the top of the ranking. This report was conducted by analyzing several key indicators, including GDP per capita, social support levels, and healthy life expectancy. Freedom to choose a lifestyle, generosity, the ratio of courage, and so on. According to 2022 statistics, this country achieved a GDP of $281.05 billion United States dollars with a per capita income reaching $50,639 United States dollars. However, economic growth is not necessarily the key factor that brings happiness to the people here. This is also thanks to the government's supportive social welfare policies. Although Finland's history has faced more hardships compared to other Nordic countries. However, that cannot stop this country from continuing to advance along the path of social development. Since the late 1980s, Finland has had one of the world's most advanced welfare systems. An interesting aspect of Finland's welfare policy is, this is a gift included in the maternity support package provided by the government for newborn babies. Going back to the 1930s, the first version of the baby box and maternity support package was introduced. Initially, the gift boxes were only given to families in difficult circumstances. Includes essential items for the baby's first years of life, such as diapers, clothes, milk bottles, bedding, toys, and other items. The box can also transform into an ideal sleeping bed for children, thanks to the soft mattress placed at the bottom. However, since 1949, all children born in Finland have. Whether born into a wealthy or impoverished family, everyone receives that special gift. This free gift stems from Finland's aspiration to build a society where everyone has equal rights from the moment they are born. Additionally, Finland aims to build an education system focused on happiness, rather than merely chasing achievements or grades. According to the Los Angeles Times, the education system in this country is primarily designed for young children. The teaching profession in this country is highly regarded by society, and the teacher selection process must meet many stringent standards. And teachers also receive a deserving salary, ensuring a stable life. Before the age of 7, subjects for children will not focus on reading, writing, or math, with content closely tied to nature, animals, and life, allowing children to learn and play in a natural way. Finland's education system advocates for non-discrimination against children with disabilities. On the contrary, this country also values and respects differences as well as the unique needs of each individual in society. Finnish students are not subjected to as much pressure from standardized exams as students in many other education systems around the world. Throughout their education, students only have to take one mandatory standardized exam, which occurs after completing 12th grade. In Finnish culture, happiness does not equate to possessing great wealth. Their idea of happiness is simple: it's about being content with the present life and cherishing what one already has. The Finns believe that gloomy days are an essential part of life, and instead of feeling down, they choose to embrace them with an optimistic spirit. Embracing life's contradictions is one of the secrets that helps Finns achieve happiness. Here are some interesting facts about Finland, the country known as the happiest in the world. Hello everyone, and see you in the upcoming videos.